Hata mi siku ile nitapumzika. Naomba watu ya ODM, nyinyi uniwekee hii bandera na nyinyi ukuje kwa fujo.
Charles Ong'ondo. I mean, the person that said karma is a bitch, they never lied. The man, Charles Ong'ondo, has been a man that predicted several times about his demise. But why was the man so paranoid about people who really wanted him dead? Why was Charles Ong'ondo so paranoid that at every gathering he got an opportunity to speak, he always spoke about his death? Now, this is one of the most trending stories in the 254 today. After the man, Charles Ong'ondo was shot dead while he was on he was being driven along Gong Road today. He was shot dead by two gunmen who were on a motorbike, and the gunmen, after shooting him, disappeared. But they made sure that they had hit him because the motorbike stood next to his vehicle. And the man was coming from the parliament, by the way, where they had a parliamentary meeting today where the business of the house was the tabling of the finance bill here 2025, 2026. Are we together? That is what was happening. Now, Charles Ong'ondo, a few months ago, about 2 months ago, he revealed that his life was in danger. Are we together? He revealed to the public that his life was in imminent danger and he needed to be protected. Now, let's dig in. A video has been trending 2 months ago. The late Kaspul MP Charles Ong'ondo warned that his life was in imminent danger. A premonition that came to pass on the evening of Wednesday, April 30th. Are we together? Speaking to the press back then, the lawmaker voiced his concerns about the increasing wave of violence and unrest in his constituency. He attributed the disturbances to external forces, claiming that individuals who were not residents of the area had been causing chaos at public gatherings. But question is, the man was always dominated with this notion that, you know what, if you're not from Kaspul, you shouldn't be in Kaspul. Are we together? Now, one of the most alarming incidents he highlighted took place in Nyatindo East Kamagak ward in the previous week, where suspected goons disrupted a funeral ceremony. Ong'ondo pointed out the failure of the top county security official to comment on these attacks. He recounted a disturbing experience just days before when he attended a funeral in God Nyango and found the road blocked afterward, rendering him unable to pass. Thankfully, the MP was accompanied by his security detail during that tense moment. The situation escalated when he attended another funeral the following day, only to face an even more direct threat. And I quote him. One of the notorious criminals stated that I will not talk there. Even before prayers, the villagers were angered. What happened in the process are with the investigative agencies. I mean, this man knew that it was coming, but he is also linked to several things. And allow me, this is not something that we are going to leave untapped. We must dig into every aspect of this story. And allow me to read to you a publication that was made 8 hours before the death of the Member of Parliament by one Mutumba Bales on a Facebook page called The Kenyan Punchline. And this is what they said. Members of the public based in Kaspul constituency in Omabay are begging DCI and National Police Service NPS to stop being silent and arrest their MP Ong'ondo, who has been maiming and killing youths because of political differences So far, 13 people have been buried and there is no arrest has been made. Now, the MP is using Homa Bay enforcement officers to carry out the evil. They said goons are seen every day in Homa Bay County headquarters. The residents have vowed to take law into their hands and nobody will stop them if they decide to revolt. Homa Bay DCIO, OCPD, and county commissioner have all gone to bed by the said politician. I mean, this was a publication that was made today in the morning. The man was killed in the evening around 7:30. That is when he was shot dead. And the person that went ahead to kill this member of parliament, I mean, approached his vehicle and looked at him before firing the shot. They saw that this is Kaspul and we are going to take the shot, we are going to kill this man. Allow me, before we continue, the motive behind the assassination remains shrouded in mystery. However, the Sabauti Member of Parliament, Caleb Amisi, has come forward revealing that Honorable Were had expressed concerns about his safety earlier in the day. And I quote what Honorable Caleb Amisi says. I was with my colleague just this afternoon in Parliament. Chatted, laughed, and he told me I need a conversation with you. Mambo si mazuri. His exact words. 5 hours later, he is normal. The news is shocking. That is what Caleb Amisi stated. I mean, the man had confessed to many that his life was in danger. But should I remind you that also an MCA from a ward called Kamagak, which is a ward based in the said constituency that this man Charles Ong'ondo where it comes from, was shot dead in Nairobi a few days ago, about 3 days ago, and his body has not yet been traced until now. I mean, you remember an MCA shot dead in Nairobi. Allow us to Google an MCA shot dead in Nairobi. MCA, Homa Bay MCA, shot dead in Nairobi about 3 days ago. It will come up, it will pop up. Now, Kaspul MP Ong'ondo Were was shot dead. Now, this man, if you don't know, he was how should I put it? He was the ODM chairperson in Homa Bay County. Are we together? Barely 2 days ago, the MCA of Kaspul West was shot in Nairobi. Today, the MP for Kaspul has been shot dead. Could it be retaliatory battle? What was the rapport between the two? That is the question that we are asking. I mean, an MCA 3 days ago, Kaspul West MCA Vinkings Bondo was shot by unknown people at Jamhuri Estate, Nairobi, and disappeared. His body, until now, as we speak, has not been found. Police are still trying to trace his whereabouts. It is suspected that Bondo might have sought medical assistance at Coptic Hospital before disappearing. He was shot. Many believe he was dead, but others say that he didn't die. Now, he said that he went to seek medical assistance as well at Coptic Hospital, which is a long gone road. Now, sources say that Vikings Bondo is a fierce opponent to Ong'ondo in the race for MP in the coming elections. It is said that Bondo's popularity has been growing by day, giving Ong'ondo Were sleepless nights, always clashing with the missing MCA. Viking's father, the late Aguk Obala, a traffic officer, was killed in a hit-and-run accident in early March this year around the Embakasi Barracks roundabouts, and his killers have never been found since. Remember the man, Aguk Obala? He was, a senior police officer. A senior traffic police officer. It is said that before his shooting, Vikings Bondo was closely following up on his father's death, something which is said to have put his life in danger. Are we together? No, that is what is rumored and what has been playing out in the life of this member of parliament. Now, allow me to take you back to a few years ago when a certain report also came into public. A publication was made, MP in saga of a woman who disappeared 9 years ago. The name of the MP that was pointed out in the said saga is none other than Kaspul MP Charles Ong'ondo. And I want to read the article that was publicized by The Nation. It says this: Kaspul MP Ong'ondo is locked in a battle with a family over the mysterious disappearance of a woman more than 9 years ago. A 63-year-old woman from Kaspul constituency in Omagh County claims that a daughter, Doti Apodi, vanished in 2010 while in the home of Were in Meru, where she had gone to seek employment. Grace Adongo, who is a former employee at Chemilili Sugar Company, said at her home in Kaspul near Oyugis Township that Were, according to her daughter, promised to find her employment in a hotel in the city. Adongo said Apondi later vanished and has since that time lost communication with them. Adongo appealed to the Director of Criminal Investigation and Director of Public Prosecution to help her locate the whereabouts of Apondi, whom she says vanished 9 years ago while staying at the Meru home of Were while in search of employment in the hotel industry. She says that Were attempted to find her daughter employment in one of the hotels in the city, but his efforts did not bear any fruits. Now, it is reported to the police station in Nairobi, and I quote her, "I have been going through a lot of pain for the last 9 years since I cannot find my daughter," she said. Adongo says that daughter vanished when she was 35 years old, but Were, while responding to the claim, said he cannot comment much on the issue since it's politically motivated with ill motives. I mean, it's called karma. And as we always say, karma is a bite. It follows you. It haunts you. I mean, it devours you. It eats you up. Because how on earth did that woman vanish